Hey everyone, happy MedTech Mentor Monday. So, as many of you know, I have transitioned out of the medical device arena. I'm still in the healthcare world, but specifically in the fintech and SaaS arena. And so, because of that, I've had many of you reach out. I've started a channel last year with not much of a following essentially, but I've been putting content on and I've realized that a lot of people seem to use it called MedTech Mentor. You can find it on YouTube and on LinkedIn. I'm going to start putting out more context. So, today, I'm going to try and do this every Monday. So today, I want to cover a topic that's been on my mind, which is you guys are still making the same mistake, right? We're still making the same mistake in this industry. 2020 came and shut down all the hospitals. We had no more conferences, right? So, that one time a year where all of our customers are in the same place, that was gone. And so then there was an incredible amount of pressure on marketers because now that salespeople could not go, right, to the hospital, they needed help. They needed good quality leads and they needed channels to essentially start nurturing them, right? So this put pressure on marketers to start performing. And many of you tried new things, and I commend you for that. But now we're in 2021, and the vaccine is rolling out. Things are starting to get back to normal little by little. And I went just out of curiosity. I did a little bit of an audit. I looked at some of the top medical device companies in the world. I looked at some mid-sized companies and even some startups, specifically on their Facebook pages, because you can see through ad transparency which ads are being run right now. And I was hoping to see, 5, 10, 15, just different types of ads to show like, hey, my industry is actually learning from their mistakes in the past and they're changing. And to my disappointment, it's still the same. A large majority of medical device companies are not utilizing Facebook at all. They're not even running any ads. They're not even trying. And the ones that are just running sort of the run-of-the-mill generic patient marketing ads just to say, hey, look, we're going to throw up one patient marketing video and throw some money behind it and just let it run ad infinitum, right? There's zero planning behind it. There's very little creativity. And more importantly, you're not going to get a whole lot of results, right? And what my concern is that you all saved a lot of money last year. Didn't have to send salespeople to travel or fly all over the place. Saved a lot of hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions for some of you, on conferences, right? How much of that was spent on developing a better infrastructure and foundation for your digital strategy? How much of that was spent on saying, hey, you know what? We don't know how to do this very well. We need to find a good agency partner, right? Look, I take a lot of pride in my marketing, but even me, with as much as I know, which by the way I don't know a whole lot, I'm always learning. I have a growth partner, Mighty Orbit, run by Orat Davis. I have a growth partner to help me with this, right? I have for SEO, Logic Inbound. They're going to be helping me with my SEO because I need strong expert and agency partners, right? And so for our industry, my concern is that our end customer, our end user, the physician, they're on these channels. They're on Twitter every day having conversations. They're on LinkedIn. They're on Facebook and Instagram, right? They are there, right? And these are wide open channels to go and, more importantly, get attention and influence, right? We live in a very noisy world. And so to think that we can continue doing what we used to do, the old way of med devices, which is product marketing. Hey, you have a problem, doc? Look at this great product. Don't you want to buy it? You should buy it. Buy it. Buy it. Hey, look at this product. That's all that I see these days. I'm happy to see that with sales reps. At least they're getting on LinkedIn. Some of them are trying, right? They're putting photos up of their surgeons adopting new technologies, pictures of them and the staff. That's a good start, but it's not enough because essentially it's if you think about it, it's just like, hey, me. Look at how great my product and technology is. You should buy it. There's a time and a place for that, but there has to be a little bit more of a holistic report. You have to be a little bit more dynamic than just, hey, look at my great product, right? If we think about a funnel, right, where top of the funnel, this is branding and marketing, right? We capture new people, and from there we nurture them down to people who have a problem that we can potentially solve. We tell them a little bit about the company and the product, and then from there we get them to the bottom of the funnel where you can give them what I like to call reasons to believe, right? Reasons to believe as to why this product is good. They start seeing things about other doctors adopting it. They see publications, etc., right? But our industry is so focused at this bottom of the funnel, right, that they completely miss the whole point up here. Have you ever considered that there might be a physician who sees your product today but doesn't have a need for it, but is going to have a need for it maybe, or it's going to be a pain 6 to 9 months from now? 6 to 9 months, you may not get that chance to get their attention again like you did today. And if you got their attention today with bottom of funnel product marketing, all you did was get their attention for a slight moment, and they're not going to exchange their email. They have no reason to give you any information to follow up with them because it's not a pain point, right? What you need to start thinking about is diversifying your content. Content strategy is so important because in order to get attention, you need stuff to get attention with. And it's not enough just to have your product. Look, I sold and marketed surgical robotics for almost, 8-9 years, right? A surgical robot, even by itself, is not enough just to get attention. So what do I mean by getting attention? Go and elevate above that funnel, right? Get above, top of funnel, even beyond that. Start asking yourself, well, if I go look on Twitter and see what physicians are talking about, maybe we should make content around that. Maybe around content such as, physician entrepreneurship, innovation. How do you consult and get more involved in the medtech industry, right? Give them content so that you're in a position where you're providing value to them. They'll give you their email. If at the very least, they'll go to your website where, if you hopefully have it set up, you have a Facebook pixel or another tracking mechanism depending on the social media platform that you're advertising on, and you can remarket to them. Because then at that point, it becomes so much easier to nurture them down. And your salespeople will respect you a lot more because rather than just getting these sort of random leads, you can give them a lead and say, hey, look, this physician came to our site. It looks like they've downloaded these different white papers unrelated to our product. But then they learned about our company and they just downloaded this one white paper. Why don't you email them with this other white paper related to our product and see if they have any questions, right? Get in a position where you're essentially nurturing a relationship, right? This doesn't happen overnight, right? And at the same time, again, the whole goal right now is getting leads. Well, if that's the case, at the very least, I was hoping to see, that my industry was running a bunch of ads, right, and putting out content for product market, at the very least, where I'm like, okay, maybe not doing a whole lot of content strategy, but at least they're advertising and they're trying to find ways to reach the customer just to show their product, just for low-hanging fruit. That's not even the case, right? Facebook and Instagram is such a powerful, powerful tool to reach those end users, right, and get in front of them. And it's a wide open channel because apparently a whole lot of people in the industry are still not utilizing it, right? So those costs, the CPM costs, cost per mil, those are going to be lower. Lead generation. Look, I can tell you, today and even in the past, right? Let's just talk about 2021. For my lead generation, we're actually acquiring leads for less than $100, less than $50 even. These are physician leads, right? And so I encourage you, really take a step back and ask yourself, hey, look, marketing, how do we start holding ourselves not just to a lead standard, but to a revenue standard? Meaning, can we not only get leads, but can we get leads and nurture them to a point that they're high quality, and then we can start getting better about predicting the kind of revenue we can get out of them, right? This is when you start sophisticating and diversifying yourself as a marketer, because now instead of saying, hey, let's just drive leads to this white paper download, then you ask the harder questions of, okay, if we're gonna put content out on Facebook or LinkedIn, we drive them to our website, yeah, sure, we can get them to download a white paper, but why don't we make the white paper free so they can read about our product and then have a call to action where they convert into a Zoom demo, right? This is how you have to start thinking. So that's my thought of the day. I'm going to try and do more of these more often. If you're not following already, please subscribe to MedTech Mentor on YouTube and subscribe on LinkedIn. I'll be putting out more content for you and looking forward to providing more value to the community. Thanks again and have a great week. Think about what I told you.